All right. So, New York DC trip, part 1, DC. So, so in the schedule, it says we plan to land and load into our bus. We had a bus, but it was like a charter bus, like a really nice bus. It was dope. It said it planned to have us there by 7. We were there by 8. And so, of course, we get on the bus, and on the schedule, it says 8 a.m. Enjoy breakfast at Hard Rock Cafe. They had boxed up our food and given it to us on the bus, and it tastes like soggy shit. And so on the bus, it was 2 seats next to each other, the middle row, and then 2 seats next to each other. Each seat had an outlet. Each seat had a footrest. Like, it was so nice. And so me and my friend AJ are sitting next to each other. Vaughn and J-Haw behind us. And, yeah. Girls mostly sat in the front. Guys sat in the back. It was like segregation, but with gender. Not really. I don't support segregation, guys. Please don't get pissed. So, yeah. And then it says 9:30. Guided bus/walking tour of Washington's monument and historic places to include the Lincoln Memorial, World War II Memorial, Korean War Memorial, and the Vietnam Veterans Wall. I was hyped up on a Red Bull, going through all those fucking monuments, you guys. I was not too happy that we weren't doing anything fun. But that was at 9:30 in the morning. And we actually got there in time, too, since we didn't stop at Hard Rock Cafe. And so we get there, and I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing at all these memorials? You know, I'm not interested in this shit. I don't care. Like, get me to New York already, right? So we stop, we look at the memorials and stuff. And, of course, I'm being respectful. I'm not being rude at a fucking veterans wall. Like, I'm not a big dick. I'm just, like, a dick. So we kind of just go through all that stuff. It's like, oh, whatever, you know. I'm kind of just sitting there, like, I'm not too interested in any of this. And so then at 11:30, it says, visit the National Archives where you will see the Declaration of Independence, Bill of Rights, and the U.S. Constitution. National Archives has a gift shop. I blew $120. Oh, wait, no, 135 there, because some dude outside was selling clout goggles for $15. So my ass went, fuck yeah, clout goggles, $15? I'll take them. They were fake, of course, and I knew that. I'm not an idiot. And so we go, and we do it. We go and look, and then I see an FBI jacket, right? If that makes sense. I see a jacket that just says FBI on it, and it looks official as fuck. And so I'm like, I want that. I think it was $60. And then I saw that said FBI. And I was like, I want that. That was like $50. And so I was like, I'm not in the FBI. I'm in the female body inspection. And you know, I mean, okay. And so, you know, we just go through there. And I ended up getting on the bus. Everybody was looking at me like, the fuck? And need I say, I had $400 going on this trip, so I was like, I don't give a shit. And so I kind of just ran through and blew $100 in one day. And so that was really dangerous. And so we get done with that, we get back on the bus, everybody's like, oh, look at me, I'm like taking selfies and like sending them to my parents, thinking I'm like the coolest kid. And then like I get a text from my stepdad. How much did that cost you? I immediately went, $135. I get a text from him saying, how much do you have left? I go, about 300, 350, 400. And he goes, okay, cool. I go, alright, dope. And so 12:30, lunch at the Ronald Reagan building. That was fine. You know, we kind of just went there, we chilled. And we just had lunch, you know, it was pretty chill. Nothing too special happened there that I am I shouldn't say willing, that sounds like there was something that did happen, that I can report that was known of. Except for like strangers walking by looked at me, and I was fucking owning it. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say, still no sleep for over 24 hours now. So of course, oh yeah, I'm just delusional as hell. I'm just enjoying it. I'm just having fun, you know. This is like my first taste of like being an adult, which is not a good thing when that's your first taste of being an adult. You don't want that to be what I had. But either way, we kind of go through that, and it was fun. It was fun. So we get done eating and stuff, and at 2:30, visit the Holocaust Museum. Oh shit, this is where it gets bad. So I'm a person who I'm really awkward around touchy subjects such as the Holocaust. So we get to the Holocaust Museum, and it's me, Vaughn, and Jayhawk kind of just chilling, just looking at stuff. And then about 10 minutes through the museum, if you've ever been there, you know what I'm talking about. If not, you can still understand. So there's like pictures on the walls and like videos that people kind of stop and stand and watch. And so there's like big roadblocks, but they kind of all move at once. Like when one's done, like they'll move and it like stays as a block. And so I was getting tired of it. I'm like, I don't need to see the whole fucking video about my ways being blocked by all these people. And so, of course, Vaughn and Jayha are with me. And I just see Jayha squishing his way through the crowd. And so I look over Vaughn and I whisper, "Speed run." So we just start speed walking through the Holocaust Museum. The fucking Holocaust Museum. Needless to say, there's 2 Jewish girls on this trip crying during the museum, and me and my fucking friends are the biggest douchebags, except for AJ. AJ, you're a fucking saint for going through that entire thing. We just go through, we just speed walk. We're just like, we're just going through, you know, just being retarded. Needless to say, none of us are, actually, all of them had sleep except for me and Lila. Except she wasn't a part of this story. She was actually going through it like a good person. And so we just run through it, and towards the end there's a little chill spot, and we're like, oh, we don't need to chill here, we can just go to the lobby and they'll probably go let us walk around DC for a little bit on our own. And we go ask, and they're like, no. And so we're like, oh, okay, let's just go to that chill spot. So we backtrack, we get to the chill spot, and it's like little chairs, a tiny couch, and like papers that you can write your thoughts down on. And so like, okay, let's like chill here. So Vaughn goes on TikTok. Jayha just lays down and goes on his phone. I'm on my phone. Vaughn has his volume on his phone turned up, playing TikTok in the Holocaust Museum. And then like 3 other guys, like David, Aramis, and I don't remember who else, like see us and like, oh, and they come chill with us. And then AJ comes through and he chills with us. And like the group just keeps getting bigger as like onlookers are looking at us, and we're just like, oh fuck. And so eventually like a security person comes through, and I'm like, oh fuck, and I just dip. Me and Vaughn dipped out of there. And then we like saw the security worker kind of coming backwards, and like leaving the room, and so like, oh, we're good, we're safe, like don't worry too much, you know. And so we head through it, you know. And by then, we're done with the Holocaust Museum. And so it's about 5, and we have to drive to see the FDR, don't know what that is, MLK, and Thomas Jefferson memorials. That was kind of cool, because it was like a rose garden, or not a rose garden, but it's like a rose tree or whatever. And it's just really nice, so we kind of just chill there. And it's like, alright, this is like a nice little chill part of the day to be having right now. You know, we're all kind of digging it. We're just like, yeah, chill. And so we get done with that, and it is about 6:45. And at 7, we have dinner at Buca di Beppo. If you guys do not know what Buca di Beppo is, it is a place where you go, and it's like family style eating. And yeah, and so it's me, Aramis, Vaughn, Jayha, AJ, Doc, and Zach, and Sean all at a table, and it's family style eating, so we're all just stuffing our faces, and eventually, all right, it's dessert. They come out with the biggest fucking platter of cookies, and so we just take the cookies and we just start chucking them. I know, we're the biggest douchebags ever. And we just start chucking cookies at each other and, like, across the fucking restaurant. But we were the only people in the restaurant. Like, we were the only group there. I promise. We're not jerks. Like, we weren't fearing any people who weren't in the group. And by then, like, she's like, all right, we're done. Like, let's leave. 9:30, we check into the hotel. There was a rule, which was no people from other rooms inside your rooms past 10, I think. And so, like, oh, okay, so we just go check out the other people's rooms who are next to us, which is, Zach, Aramis, Sean, and David's room. And so we just go in there and we just chill. It was like nice, yeah. And then we just go back into our room, and by then it's 10. We all have no sleep, and we're all kind of going stupid because we had those cookies from the restaurant too. And so, like, you know, we're just messing around. We get in a pillow fight. It was Vaughn and Jayha whipping each other with pillows, and AJ was asleep. AJ was a fucking saint this whole trip. AJ was asleep, and me and AJ were supposed to sleep in the same bed, and we did. Homo. Not really. And Vaughn and Jayha slept in the same bed, and so they got in a whole argument about, like, how much space the other one was taking up, whereas AJ took up my whole fucking bed, spread eagle, and I just had to every night. This was literally the conversation I'd have with him every night to try to get my spawn bet. I'd punch him or I'd kick him. He'd go, and I'd go, scoot over, give me more room. He'd go, or just like something like that, and he'd just roll over the tiniest bit, and then I'd just like give him a little nudge, and he would scoot over more, and then we'd be good. But Vaughn and Jayha just could not get over their fucking feud, and so I was laughing my ass off at it, just like, and this was at like midnight. And so they're like whipping each other with pillows, and I'm like, I'm fucking done with this, because it got to the point where like me being tired hit me, and like me wanting sleep hit me. So I come in a fucking pillow, me being a fucking juggernaut compared to these tiny ass little fucking Jawas, and I just come in with the pillow and boom, knock Jayha. He's on the bed. He gave up. And fucking Vaughn starts whipping me with a pillowcase. And so I full on just swing at him full power to the head. I miss, but instead I hit the bed in its box spring and tear the fucking pillow open. So there's feathers all across our room now. And that's the point where we all just gave up and we're all out of energy. And we just sat in bed and we just started talking, and Jayha went, dude, what if we just stay up a whole another 24 hours? And I'm like, no, we're gonna be fucking dead tomorrow. And that's when, like, we were like, okay, whatever. So we all just went to bed. And that was the first day of the New York DC trip. I'll try to do these in 2 days. This first day, or maybe I'll go in days. Yeah, it's already been 13 minutes. Alright, so thank you guys so much for listening. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.